start, I want to say, of season 2, we saw a couple teams kind of throw it out there a bit, but it definitely felt like it was totally synergetic within their own lineup, whether it be just building on his sustain or just building for more long-winded fights that he's known to just thrive in. There was some talk, before our stream opened today about Bristleback being a potential secret, OP type of hero. I'm not seeing it being picked up here, but Bristleback and Necro, those are both long-winded type heroes. Maybe they both will show up at some point. But here's Lesh now, the old goat man coming out in the middle of the draft of all things is a bit peculiar.
This is
Uh,
the
yeah.
this is the classic pick the counter first and then pick the hero that they will not pick because of your counter in Nyx Assassin. I always like that strategy. Feels pretty good. It's a pretty good. I mean, we haven't seen the cores as of yet, other than the Centaur right now, but Lush is just a solid here, and it has somewhat of a flex. Although the problem is you've already picked the Nyx and Snapfire, so it's almost certainly core.
I think Lesh is an OP hero. I think that's like one of the low key broken heroes. The range on his ultimate is absolutely insane for catching and killing people. I mean, this is like this is his damage dealing ability. This is the way that he actually carries the game, and they've literally just made it significantly larger with this radius increase. And then on top of that, the arcane blink into Aghanim Shard build is absolutely nuts for chain stunning people for like 15 seconds straight. It's really crazy. Jamari's been spamming this in pubs, and he went from like rank 70 to literally top 10 with this mid Lashrak. And so I literally have been telling people just like go the Jamari build. Like this guy's clearly figured something out. People never respect it. People always make fun of the Logan Breps and these people who are spamming heroes to rank up, but there's always something there. It always turns out that build that person was doing was genuinely good, and only when like Abed starts doing it, everybody starts copying it.
Wait, what's the combo? So you blink in with Arcane Blink, you get the first stun off easily because of the cast animation. Then you Yules or
Yeah.
something into the second?
Yeah, you can Yules into the next stun. He also goes for Arcane Blink Hex Bloodstone. So he'll blink in, stun, he'll hex you, and then the stun will come out, and then the next stun is off cooldown, and then you stun, and then that chain stuns with the shard for like 10 seconds straight. It's really nuts. And obviously,
Going
while this
high
is happening,
ground.
you're doing damage.
Going high ground against this hero when he has shard is pretty miserable.
That's
Yeah,
when
you
I
have to
want to
kill him.
see people dust off something like the old Pugna again, right? And he just drops one ward down. He's like,
Ooh.
I want to see some of that happen then. But it hasn't been really a flavor pick. These two have been quite the flavor. A Lunacore and an immediate response of the Spectre coming out. I mean, the Spectre makes a lot of sense now. They did end up going for the Warlock, and now you have the Fatal Bond Spectre Haunt combo, which is, oh god, very, very
I think
tough
this is a god tier Spectre pick. I mean, look at the heroes on the enemy team. You have Nyx and Snapfire, who are two heroes that are going to die to the Fatal Bonds, plus the Spectre Haunt. But then also you have Luna, who's going to have an ult going, and Lashrak, who is going to be pulsating with damage that he can't turn off. Like, he can't turn off the Edict. He can't turn off the Shard Stuns. And so if you haunt in with the Blade Mail, these heroes are going to just melt themselves. This is like the one situation where I feel like Spectre is a truly good hero on this patch, despite not being so good and the win rate being kind of low, is that if you can just get on top of somebody that has uncontrollable damage in an instant and with a blade mail, you'll just melt them like a Gyro, a Luna, and they've got the Luna and the Lashrak, which are two of the most countered by blade mail heroes in the entire game.
Yeah, I actually like their lineup a lot. One thing to mention, obviously the team fight is there with Centaur and Warlock. You talked about the Fatal Bond Spectre combination, but low key, this is an incredibly good Centaur Ags game, actually. Damage reduction on Spectre is unbelievably good because, to my knowledge, you're reflecting full damage anyway.
Yeah.
And you can be able to withstand a lot of this magic damage quite easily. Like you talked about the uncontrollable damage of Leshrac. Luna, obviously going to end up going physical damage at some point, but early on is mostly magical. It's a really good, like, this is like a second item Centaur Ags game. After like Blink +1, then Ags. If they can get that far in the game. This is, it's a good draft from the cut. Really liking it.
This is a great draft, yeah.
And the cherry on top is going to be little Nicholas Tiny, it looks like, in the mid lane for that burst catch, mid lane snowball potential to help build the space for the Spectre to farm. And then, as they're about to hopefully be bursted down, she comes in from the global and cleans things up. But the last pick is going to be a Tidehunter here. You know, is this the offline setup? Yes, it is. Monkeys picks it up, but the draft's complete now, gentlemen. We got to get a quick final thought on it. I'll go to the outside first, Suns fan.
I think simply two-base is a better team. I really like the Cuts lineup. Let's see how stupid I am. I'll go with the cut this game, gentlemen.
All right,
Jenkins. I'm actually going to go with the cut too. I think this is a sick draft. They've done well.
All right, the panel's got the cut based on draft. Let's see what our casters have to say. We'll throw to a break now. When we return, we've got Trent and we've got Lyrical joining Pop-Tart.
Welcome back, Dota fans. We're here for game number 1, the cut versus simply two-base. Trent, we have a really good draft out of the cut. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. I got some good heroes on both sides, honestly. Yeah, you got the Warlock Spectre combo on the side of the cut. And then the other side, we got the Luna. I don't know. The Luna.
The Luna. Just with like just Luna.
Just Luna. I was going to name other heroes. I thought, you know what? Don't bother. Actually, I'll tell you, my true favorite is definitely Lesh. I feel like this hero is crazy. I think like position 3, mid lane. Surprise it's not in more drafts. Probably see some more of it, but for now, we get at least one good game of it. So, yeah, Luna, though, that's lots of fun. I feel like she has a bit of a love-hate relationship with the viewers where she, you kind of wonder, is she going to do anything this game?
Right. I would completely agree with that. There's just some of these games where it just feels like Luna's AFK farming and jungling while the rest of the team is dying over and over and over again. And to be fair, there's a pretty good lineup on the rest of two-base to sort of just die over and over again while she farms, because these heroes can do a lot.
Yeah.
So maybe that
is
the
kind of Dota. That's how I do.
We'll see. I think it should be action-packed. And of course, playing around those ultis is going to be important. Tingle King, who has struggled of late in this region, is looking like he might be first blood here. Dagger will go out. A Fatal Bonds onto all of them. A nice Ravage early in the game, but nothing else.
I see these heroes and I think, wow, why didn't they do the hot new thing and take a tower? Snapfire, Luna, Leshrac maybe. Nyx really can just stand there. No, I'm just kidding. Quality stuff. Maybe we'll get to see that tonight. I don't know. It's pretty funny seeing it pop up in some of the regions. Can you believe that basically started because of an 82L?
Yes, that's amazing.
It really is.
Good. Well, that idea has been around for a while. Don't want to toot my own horn, but I was doing that thing for a while. You mix it up with a level 1 Roche as well, you know? Feels kind of cool. I think that there's some value in that type of stuff. T-Gov also put out that tweet recently about level 1 Roshing with a bunch of different type of heroes. And when second Roche is so important, why not?
I am a little surprised that hasn't happened. The crazy thing is that you could theoretically get a 10-minute shard.
Yeah. I
think that could be like a legit strat on some heroes.
Dude, we were talking about Bristleback earlier. Imagine him or like, what's Huskar Shard? Is that any good? I don't even remember.
Oh, yeah. It's real good.
That could be sick.
Big explosion.
Well, regardless, we're going to have to watch. Mid lane is at least where we're starting here. I Annihilate facing off against Little Nicholas, who has definitely, I think people are excited to see this guy. I Annihilate's been around the block for more than a while. And, he's sort of, I feel like he's kind of one of those players that now that he's on one of these top teams, people are like, why haven't we seen more of this guy before? Because he's been playing pretty well.
True. Yeah, he's actually been around forever. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, I think he even did some of the KDL back in the day.
Really?
Some of that Korean Dota League, I believe. There a couple of the NA players got in on that action, and I think he was a part of some of that. But yeah, definitely a bit old school here. So slightly old school here. Obviously, Leshrac had his heydays in the mid before. No stranger to it. But I'm much like Jenkins, as we did these predictions at the start of the season. I think I have the cut for this as well.
Right.
Because I had very high expectations, especially after Tingle King and his axe. And now he's on another hero with a different axe, and lately it hasn't been going so hot for him, as you pointed out.
No, it's been a little bit rough, but he has also been getting it picked in the first phase as well. So that's part of the other reason, I would imagine. We did see, at least down bottom for a moment there, the Pingu Scourge McDuck, they're able to interrupt that first pull through, and they got a deny on the range creep. So a nice little start there for the Warlock Spectre lane, another one of those classics. A lot of classics coming back.
True, actually. This is a game full of classics. The only one who sticks out is Snapfire being relatively new, of course.
Right.
Probably one of the absolutely most popular heroes right now across the entire DPC, though. She's in every region. I primarily see her as a 4. I think it's interesting that it's mostly 5 up here. But in SA, it's like whoever has second pick basically just takes Snap Centaur every game.
Interesting. Well, that would start to be a little bit of you know, the changeup, because in the beginning of the season it didn't feel like we saw a ton of Snapfire, but maybe you're gonna start to pick up a little bit more now as well, and we'll see how it does.
The worst
Imperium
part is
playing
that
well.
you can't pick Undying because everyone's picked Snap.
That's a good point. Phoenix
And we got
also
all these
kind of hurts.
beefy strength offlaners.
Right.
Undying's a good hero. All right, leave him alone, guys. Don't laugh at that, monkeys.
Oh, he's
But
laughing.
that's just monkeys mocking because he's done some offlane Undying, I'm sure. And he's like, nope, not good.
Bad hero confirmed. Dingle thing taking a lot of damage up top there. This is, at least as far as the CS is concerned, pretty even across the board. Lesh slightly ahead in mid, above that tiny. But I think that probably those rotations and the ultis are what we're going to mainly be looking for as far as rotations. Seems like most players are pretty comfy just like sitting in lanes right now.
Yeah, I'm starting to look at how this game might develop if, you know, things stay relatively even. And all I can think of is like, man, Pingu, this game is like on you, man. Like,
Yeah.
your golems can do so much. It's a bit ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know, like they kind of get these big clumpy team fights with Leshrac in the middle and the Ravage and the Eclipse. And if you can get that Fatal Bonds down, the big golem on top, doesn't really matter what they buy. You're going to give your team a chance.
It's true. That's just the case of Warlock now. I feel like it's just playing Dota on easy mode. You've got like amazing initiation or counter initiation with the like Centaur comboed with it too. That you know, these team fights, they kind of have gone for the overwhelming amount of it with simply TOOBASED, but I don't know if it's going to end up mattering that much. A little bit of a lag. Maybe we're going to get our patch, our Tuesday patch,
Perfect.
just in time.
Games have started. Kill the coordinator. Yeah,
It's
no,
just the
I could tell that Warlock was officially in easy mode because every time I open Dota, I see Slacks is playing it.
What a disgusting person. Unbelievable.
He's
I'm
played
sorry, that was a little too
25
harsh.
games of Warlock in the past 6 days, and this man has a newborn.
That's
a lot of Warlock. It's all he's literally just played Warlock with like techies sprinkled in between. Disgusting.
Spent more time with Warlock than his son.
Here, here's what I will say though. He has his priorities straight because he has one Warlock game that wasn't ranked.
Okay.
You definitely don't play Warlock in unranked, guys. Like, come on.
No.
Don't
Who
put
cares
yourself
about
through
that?
that. You're there for the, you know, just admit that you're there for the bag. You're there for the money. You're just, I just show up so I don't get fined. I'm picking Warlock to try and get some MMR, okay?
Oh, you don't need to practice the hero either. There's not even a reason for that, you know?
It's true.
Flea comes in, takes that water run away. Nick, very upset about this. We'll see if there's going to be any like feeding and coming to refill the bottle. That's kind of fallen out of favor, it feels like. I guess just because there's so many runes available nowadays. Usually
Yeah, every once in a while, you definitely still see a little bit of, you know, action needed from a support. I think Vol was going to go down for quite a while because he was out of regen super early on this line. But look at this guy. He's running up at Boris. He doesn't care. The creep wave gets separated. He's like, I got boots. I'm draining some mana. Wow, he is just stalwart in the face. Oh, I like this from Vol. 2 points mana drain, and he's just running at her.
I mean, the problem is that it's Luna, and she's taking a lot of points of passive, but he's in her face. He knows what he needs to do here.
They have
I
no
like it.
mana. He's
That's
drained
true.
it all, you see? They have no clarity. So they can't kill him.
Well,
It's
throws that
genius.
stun. It's true.
Would
Boris,
you like the follow-up stun? Oh, you can't. Look, I'm just running away. Nice
Easy
loose and
peasy.
clean.
I like it.
Oh my god, a clarity. They found the counter.
You can just run in and take that one away, surely. But yeah, we are seeing Spectre getting a little bit humbled here, although it does look like a creep wave's coming back under the base, so it's going to be fine there. It's still very, very even. A 1,000 gold lead for simply TOOBASED. And Vol going to make a rotation towards mid. Now, Draining Eye annihilates mana. That's the real G. I like that move a lot.
It might take a while.
That's true.
It's got quite a bit. I will say, the laning stage has been very, very quiet across the DPC from what I've seen. Like I feel like, yeah, occasionally we get a little bit of kill combo lanes to get out of hand, but honestly, I see a lot of games where the first, like, obviously we had a first blood during like the first nighttime or whatever, but like
Right.
at the 0 minute mark. But in terms of when the lanes start, it's not unusual to see this 5 or 6 minute first blood right now.
No. Which is sort of an interesting one. I guess it's just like there's too many resources in the lanes, and nobody's getting completely wrecked mid where you have to bring people over to stop that from happening, it feels like.
They'll definitely respect regen more. That is for sure.
Oh.
Like in the side lanes.
Monkeys. He does have 6 right now, saving that point, but he's pressuring Scourge McDuck a little bit, and this is going to make Spectre unhappy. But Tingle King up top, able to get out of there. Boris putting the pressure on again.
Goes back in for that one creep to get pulled. Very nice. He's not scared of the glaives. Jeez. All right, do not give him stick charges, guys.
That is wild.
Hey, this is the longest bait for Lil Nick to come in.
Wait, but moving in, trying to catch. Lil Nick chase down. Avalanche toss, and Empyrean gonna fall. Not able to bait out the clap from the Hellbear Smasher.
And meanwhile, Annihilate, instead of rotating for his own kills, he's just taking out the jungle. He's using that Pulse Nova, clears out a couple camps. Not massive stacks or anything, but pretty massive net worth. He's 1,000 gold. He is the lead over his opponent in the mid lane.
Yeah. Taking out those stacks there in the triangle was definitely a nice little boon for him, and that gives Flea a little bit of space in towards mid now as well. You know, I'm looking at the way that this mana drain scales. Getting that 4th point sounds amazing. It goes from 60 mana per second to 120. Like, what?
I mean, they had to give it something.
That's wild, though.
Guys, don't. Just please don't. I don't want to see some blind in my game doing this. No, that's a big no.
Dude, against Lesh, it actually sounds kind of hype, right? Like this.
Yeah, I saw you max mana burn on a Nyx assassin. All right, I can't allow that. I don't care if there's a Medusa in your game. Did you feel how terrible it was?
But this is Lion, right? This is a different hero. Who needs Hex?
Cool.
We'll see. We'll see what he does. 2-0-2 so far on the Lion.
Annihilate now moving down, taking some neutral camps near the safe lane of the Radiant. Arcane Ring. Don't die, Skirt. Oh, he's dead.
Uh-oh. Quick old jump forward. A lot of damage out super quickly. The heal. Wait a minute. Oh, it was almost enough. Oh, raindrops save lives. He had a fairy fire too.
All right, here comes Nick though. He's got the Invis rune. Oh, meanwhile at the top they're going at the same time. But it's also helping Nick get here quicker.
Chance, but the stun not going to stop it.
Yeah, and they knew, I think, about this down bottom because of that ward. So I'm guessing they saw him activate. The Dyer's yeah, they're checking to see if he's underneath him right now.
Wow. Really well played. That's going to be a little bit of a switch up now. So Nick is going to take over bot for the moment. We'll see if Spectre comes back now. Spectre's heading towards mid. So Scourge just wants a little bit safer farm, I guess. Maybe we'll transition back into the jungle afterwards. But a smoke up coming now. And Vol is going to run into Annihilate. Finds him right at the start. Oh my god.
Team.
All right. Well, that was rough. That was really rough. Annihilate's having a hell of a game.
He is humongous. Like, I was just seeing how the Spectre was catching up, and now he's just gone again.
Yeah. I mean, this is going to be one of the problems with Spectre, right? It's not really a flash farming hero.
He has a Yules. He has a 920 Yules.
Flea, they catch on the little Nick. This kill cannot afford to happen. Got to get out of there. Pingu too far away, but it is going to happen indeed. Nick goes down. I mean, this is devastating.
They need level 10 on Vol, or level 6 at the 10-minute tome on Vol, and he needs to just run at this Lash. They need to find this kill before he is the hood.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting is he didn't decide to rush those boots of travel. So normally you could like try and set up for where the Lesh is going to be or something and then find a kill, but he's got like these defensive items.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy to just like gank him like you try to with these squishier int heroes. And the worst part is that he's now absorbed the jungle before Luna could, since she like didn't really have the glaives up yet and get the Mask Madness going. Now he's going to play the lanes. Luna's going to play the jungle. They can plant Tide in the hardest lane to defend, which should probably be mid right now, but he's actually top. So they either need all their other heroes mid, or they're just scared that Annihilate's going to go down here. But Boris rotates over, so it's fine.
Yeah, he'll take care of that one, no problem. Heads back to the jungle afterwards.
Vol's just walking up and draining Monkeys. Monkeys takes half his HP with a couple clicks.
Well, the wraparound here, if they can get this kill, it would be helpful. Although Tingle King, he might have gone a bit too early. Nope, wait. Avalanche comes out afterwards. Toss, Finger of Death. Enough for the kill. They bring down Monkeys forever. Much needed. Much needed.
Yes, the most important part is getting the stacks on Vol so that he has a chance of killing the Lesh.
Yeah. Unironically.
I feel like that's our goal.
All right, maybe a chance here for a turn. They're TPing in multiple heroes. The Lesh is here. Walks forward, finds him. I Annihilate,
no.
tons of damage out. Can they kill him? They will. Huge turnaround there, and simply TOOBASED
the
went
blade.
in too far.
The blade mail on Scourge.
Yeah, that was sick.
You just got eviscerated. Ah, man. Nick went Nick had gone on a little bit too early, right? They were hoping that they would have the Nick stun into the Lesh TP, but
Right.
Flea was a little bit too early, I think.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Well, and of course, the fact that they were taking that fight without Ravage, so much of this, sort of could have been mitigated by that, but too hard to TP in all those heroes at once. And Nick now finding monkeys forever. Everybody else a little bit too far away, so they won't connect up with them.
Dire's top
The best thing is that Haunt's down, but they still have the Golem. So if you want that bounce back fight, because Lesh is scary because there's no cooldowns, right? Yeah, like, oh, I died, whatever. Like, guys, let's smoke up and go get a kill with Mortimer Kisses right now is probably their plan, right?
Yeah.
And they have to be a little bit worried about Pingu. And so far, he's lurking in the most obvious spot. I actually don't want him there, because that's where every single Nyx assassin is going to... So they literally just pinged it. The Lesh pinged it right now.
Yeah.
Right? It's where every Warlock wants to sit.
Flea, though, I think he gets punished here. So they'll get something off of this, most
Nah,
likely.
They can't kill him.
Well, Avalanche toss. Ravage comes out. Oh, no, they pinged him. They got him right on the edge of it. Golem comes down, but it's maybe a bit too late. Scourge McDuck running in, has to be careful. They do take down Annihilate now, breaking the Snapfire ulti. Monkeys Forever still chasing Pingu there, but the Stampede comes out afterwards. They take down Empyrean. Monkeys Forever is going to get out of here, but they do win the fight, taking down both the Snap and that Lesh.
Yeah, Flea's still sticking around as they bring in Boris. They want their own pick up there.
Okay.
Raindrops on Vol, but yeah.
All right.
He's just buying. he's shopping like, all right, what do I want here?
Yeah, that was going to happen. So they managed to take the tower regardless on the side of Simply TOOBASED. And still the big problem is going to be Boris just AFK farming now. Lesh died, but, all space for the Luna.
And what is she up to anyway? Manta first for Mr. Boris.
Okay.
Quality item. I mean, just middle of the pack, does a little bit of everything. Obviously, much, much better on ranged heroes. We'll kind of always go back to that with the last patch. Just making it the same as melee on everything. So just an overall buff to your stat ranged heroes like Medusa and Luna.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, oh no, not the Sanj and Kaya. Don't do it, I Annihilate.
Uh-oh.
I don't know about this item. I mean, if it's any hero that's good on, maybe it is Lesh, and you can always like break it up and stuff, but it has not been a feel-good item in my experience of the Lesh rack players.
It's fair. I think that, again, in this game, there's parts of it that seem kind of cool, as the smoke up is not going to connect on anybody from the cut, it looks like. Particularly because, ooh, wait a minute. I don't know if that's going to work. Wait, Blade Mail, though. Turns off his abilities. I Annihilate tries to run. Yule Scepter out. They're TPing in one. Trying to interrupt. They don't have Ravage up. And it won't be enough to turn this fight. They toss Spectre out of there. Little Nick keeping his team alive. And they back out. Tingle King might give up his life for the cause here. Or he might just be able to escape. Little Nick has another round of abilities.
Yeah, Monkey's is kind of invincible, though. So I think you just retreat.
It's just going to be a wall there. Flea. Meanwhile, the jump in comes. Cookie away. Toss. Oh no, it stunned him though. Tingle King goes down. Fatal Bonds onto all. Tries to kill off Boris. Scourge McDuck. Pops Blade Mail. Backs away afterwards. Really heads up play here from Simply TOOBASED to play away when that Blade Mail's up. But nonetheless, the trade is Centaur for Nyx.
Yeah, that's pretty good by Flea. I think trying to get in there. He's getting a little greedy, trying to chase them down. They got greedy sticking around after getting their kills already with the vast majority of their spells. Maybe they were hoping that they could wait for the Lesh to respawn and then take the fight because gold would have been up by then, but the resources were also just so low. So
yeah.
And Pingu building a Veil first on the Warlock. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think we might have seen this once or twice recently, but I feel like a lot of times Warlock's just not getting through anyways.
Yeah, I'm mostly seeing the something into what am I thinking of? The Holy Locket.
Right. Yeah.
I don't think I've seen Veil though myself.
They are underneath. This is a sentry ward of Dyer's, so they don't realize that everybody else is over here. Vol has Hex afterwards. Stomp.
Oh, he got Ravage.
And just gonna die. Flea was there as well. Monkeys Forever getting interrupted. Little Nick is in the area as well now. Gotta be careful. And it looks like that's gonna be the extent of the fighting. But up top, they might be able to catch Scourge McDuck here. I Annihilate, I don't know if he can do it alone.
No, he can't do anything by himself. I mean, he doesn't have the boots of travel either. So this isn't like super great positioning for the side of TOOBASED in terms of like trying to pull apart the cut and then like punish bottom or something.
Right.
They can't just like get this one kill and turn it into something without Annihilate being able to instantly be a part of it. Their lead is still growing though, despite the last couple fights feeling like they've been in the cut's favor. Everything in between with the Leshrac and the Luna hitting far more creeps is really helping them. I mean, Luna's at 208 CS, Spectre is 128.
Yeah. Boris is incredibly farmed. He's had a very free game, and he's been just making really good moves through the jungle, making sure his team is always in between him and the opponents. So, good farming. And of course, it's just a Luna against Spectre too, right? That's the other thing.
Yeah, and that's probably why Annihilate wants this build, is that he feels like, I want to be in the middle of everything with this Ravage. And it's probably partially because of the Blade Mail too, so
right.
It's he's definitely taking stuff into account.
Still feeling very close at this point in the game, on a knife's edge, and even a 4,000 gold lead isn't something that's going to be insurmountable, particularly when you got Golem. And when you got heroes getting picked off like that, Vol takes it down. Stomp comes out afterwards, draining the mana. I Annihilate in some trouble. The Golem, the catch, but the Ravage the turn hits on to 4. Do they have enough afterwards? I Annihilate drops down dead. Nick finding more in Empyrean, takes down the kill, and Monkeys Forever also gonna be chased to the ends of the earth. Dude, 4 for nothing sounds pretty freaking good. Simply TOOBASED just losing it as the cut punish hard.
I was checking to see if they had like a mech or a pipe or something, but no, it was just too little, right? It's like just the Ravage pretty much. Everyone like pops their wands and they're just back up to full HP.
Yeah.
And the cookie was used as an attempt to the save. They couldn't get the Lesh's damage out at all, of course, and that's where the vast majority, I mean, it's basically just Lesh and Luna, right?
Yeah, it's true. Like Ravage is, you know, he's gone for this like Solar Crest build to bump up the Luna, although actually Flea might just be dead here. Oh man, the double edge with the Spike Carapace was pretty hype.
Yeah, that's a classic. The Spike Carapace just poked the return and just stunned. Oh, into the Roche Pit. Okay. Man, it doesn't really matter what happens in this game, does it? Apparently. You know, maybe their lineup is just so much better that they can lose every single team fight and still win this game.
I mean, yeah, Luna's... When this hero gets ahead, it starts to feel really hard to deal with. And of course, playing around those big ultis as well will make a pretty big difference. I am curious.
4 heroes, but not the one that matters.
Exactly, right? And that one that matters is about to get an Aegis. Going for Satanic next. This is some scary stuff. Dude, Nick is crazy. Little Nick is out of his mind. Little Nick's a G. Little Nick, get out of there. Okay, he's super dead. Never mind.
I don't know what he was going for on that one. Wasn't it not global anymore when you get the Aegis?
I mean,
I thought he heard.
You know, it's a tough one. I could get out maybe. They did have Stampede available, so maybe he thought that he could get out with that or something. But regardless, zigged when he should have zagged, and now Boris has Aegis and Satanic. And oh my god! I mean, I don't know. Where do you stop here now? Do you stop at this point? Do you keep going?
No, you just clean up this lane and then go grab another lane probably. But there's an odd thing about playing Luna where you really want games where you don't need BK. Like you can't justify BKB because BKB is always going to be good. But this game, it's like, well, there's a lot of stuff that my BKB doesn't protect me from, so I get to ignore it. You know?
True. Yeah.
And that feels really nice on Luna.
They're gonna take the ancient stack as well. Yeah, this is scary. Like Butterfly next, and I think that it's just done. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think about how you deal with it. I guess the team fight, that overwhelming team fight, is gonna be what they're looking for. And then this shard for Pingu can maybe change things around a little bit as well.
A haunt play right now would just kill Annihilate since he is separated and they have the Manta. So They just be a little bit cautious about that, but he doesn't get noticed. I mean, Tingle King was almost steady for it up top. I think that's what they were prepping for. And they're pinging the Dire side by that ward. I'm not sure what they're hoping for here. They're hoping that they'll TP back there maybe and try and make a play, but they're running like through a ward right now, so they see them all coming, and it's actually drawn out by Flea. So they know they can't fight the outer towers.
They're going to force them back here. This is going to be nice.
There's no blink yet on Tide. Their actual initiation isn't amazing from the side of TOOBASED, but of course they're forcing it from you right now.
Full. Jump in. Stomp is there. Trying to see if they can get that Kraken Shell to proc, but they do force back, at least for the moment, simply TOOBASED. Even with the DD on Luna with Satanic, they're going to back out. And it looks like she's going to queue up. I don't know. She's bouncing back and forth between the BKB or the Butterfly.
Yeah. I mean, after the Golem, after the Haunt, if those aren't available, the BKB's nuts, right?
Yeah.
That might be the reasoning behind it. Is like, especially if you have the Aegis, usually you think like, oh, I get Aegis, I can skip BKB. In this sense, having Aegis and BKB would be kind of nasty, because then they'd probably be forced to dump their big spells to kill the Aegis. And then if you have BKB after, like, the big spells are the only thing that are really going through the BKB.
Oh, man. Flea broke the smoke on Tingle King, and then Snapfire broke it on Nick, and they didn't find either of them. They're all
still chasing
around Flea right here. They had no idea where he is. Jeez. Flea doing a lot with a little on this Nyx Assassin right here. This is some good stuff from him.
We've Haste Rune bottled up. I Annihilate here as well.
I mean, there's still some interesting things in this game, right? Like, you look at the net worths and, like, the offlaners are together, the mids are together. It's just that difference right now between Spectre and Luna, which, you know, I would sort of expect in any given game. And then maybe, I guess, the supports a little bit as well. But do you think that, like, when this Aegis expires, the Cuts still have fighting opportunities against them?
It's going to be a lot better. She's going for the BKB just because of that.
Right.
They need to kill the Luna in the big blow up, but then what concerns me is that we're actually going to see Annihilate do damage again. Because he pretty much hasn't done damage for like 10 minutes, where he has just died at the start of every single team fight. And then we'll see the full power of the Leshrac roar once more.
He's going for BKB afterwards as well.
Yeah.
Pingu, Fatal Bound, only Boris and Flea together.
Man, I would just be trying to burn this Aegis so fast, you know, because if they could force out Golem, that would be incredible right now. They would win the game if they can get a bad Golem. Because the BKB is coming on the Courier.
30 seconds, toss back. Stomp afterwards, underneath tier 4 towers, haunt out afterwards as well. The Ravage comes though, and it's able to connect onto all of them. Scorch picked up.
Yes, the
Golem. Golem comes out afterwards. Roche is going to expire soon. Aegis is down in 20 seconds. If they can wait for his death that long, it would be huge. They pop the Eclipse, Boris turning, Tingle King backing away. They got about 10 seconds left here, but I don't know if it's going to come quickly enough. They've already lost that Centaur, and he doesn't have buyback. Looking for the chase down. This is pretty close. Aegis is going to expire in 1 second. Can they get it? They do. The Aegis expires. They break it now, trying to turn. Avatar, seeing if they can get the kill. Can they bring down Boris? There's so much damage with the upheaval afterwards. They want this kill. They get it. Annihilate turned on to afterwards. What a sick timing from the cut.
Oh, the stun even hits.
In the trees. Triple kill for Scourge McDuck. What a brilliantly executed fight.
Man.
Holy moly.
Yeah, that was really good. Oh, I feel the pain of what they were going for, because they tried to use the BKB just to take the racks and then retreat out, but Boris just didn't quite have the damage because he went for the BKB over the Butterfly, and no one else is even hitting the buildings, really. They're all, like, in the base.
Yeah. Damn, dude.
Stings. Great defense by the Cut.
I guess the thing here is it's still a 5,000 gold lead, but it feels like that gives the Cut a little bit of breathing room.
I think what makes it feel so painful to me is that I appreciate that they went for the aggressive option. They didn't just buy the Butterfly and then just, I mean, they used the Aegis and they took every outer tower. It was a good Aegis. They could have just got Butterfly, started playing on one of the hills on the Radiant side, like the Radiant Triangle, kept 2 waves and farmed their way to next Roche, right?
Right.
And probably been in a much better spot. But, you know, they tried to up their game a little bit and say, like, you know, if we click this timing just right, this is going to give us, like, a solid chance to have, like, the real winning position this game. But They missed it by a hair.
Right, you go for perfection and you just come up a little short, and there's a lot to lose there.
That's how I felt in pottery class.
Did you do pottery?
I was so close.
Dude, I did pottery all the time. I did that for like 5 years. Do you want to see some of my pots later?
I've never done pottery. I'm so
What
sorry.
the hell? Why would
I
you lie to me, Trent?
Well, I wasn't expecting you to have actual pottery
I'm a
experience.
potter.
Wow. My goodness, the things we learn.
Exactly. 4,000 gold leader right now. It's a Scotty coming out for Spectre as well. Has that one just about completed now.
Does anyone come into your house and smash them all looking for rupees?
No.
I feel like that would be like a nightmare of a potter.
No, I
No.
mean, you know, Link's Awakening did provide some really tragic memories for me, but
It inspired me to be a potter. I just wanted to fix them all.
I want unlimited gold. Look at what happens when you take the pots away.
As we know, the potter's the richest of professions.
True.
Well, all right, good. Quality stuff.
You know what
maybe we'll...
I was hoping for this
yes,
game?
sir. Please continue. Yes.
I was hoping Scourge McDuck would go Mage Slayer. This felt like the game for it. With the Lesh and all. Is that item just completely gone? Is it not a thing?
I can't remember whose post it was. I feel like it must have just been a 2B post or something. The guy who spams cores as 4s. And it kind of seems like a low-key good 4 item on certain heroes.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like a melee 4. It gives you tank ability. It lets you try and get the debuff onto someone. Sure, it's probably not the best, but it's got something.
Okay. I can dig it.
Yeah, but other than that, it's dead.
All right. It
Maybe
felt
the
like-
Monkey 4 players will come back and do it.
I like that idea. It felt like it was such a good Spectre item in theory, but obviously just getting these bigger items is probably much more valuable. So that second Roche is going to be what we're waiting for now. 9 seconds till we find out how long. A smoke up now with Monkeys Forever in the front and the rest of the 2 base behind. But will they catch anybody? Looking like a
Radiant's
probably
bottom
not.
barracks are under attack. Dire's top tower
Although
is
Nick's
under
coming back this way. They're underneath their own ward now. TP out and they're good to go. This could be a counter smoke play instead by the cut. We'll see.
I'm waiting on this Aghanim's from Tingle King. If they can get one solid fight leading into like some farm time, then have Ags with that next Aegis, that could be a real good look for the side of the cut.
It was also an instant Roche spawn. Yeah, I agree about
wow.
that Aghanim's.
Damn. They scouted yet?
Boris finds the stun. Haunt afterwards. Ravage to interrupt. Fatal bonds onto all. Golem comes down afterwards. Do they have enough damage? Tingle
Good
King's got to
yours.
run away. This is looking really scary, but the spray is spread out. Luna's
Why are they
not
coming
on
back
the top
in?
side. Okay. Tingle King making space. Can the rest of them chase him down now? Empyrean tries to back out, but the chase down continues. The Impale is there. Dead. Done. Big win for the cut.
Oh, very interesting though. Now what do you do though as the cut?
The Roche?
Oh, Pingu's decided. He said, "I'm going in." I guess you assume they have buybacks, but they're not even gonna get the chance. Oh man,
It was such
that
a quick
is
spawn
crazy.
too. They might not have even realized.
Oh, they
it was
know.
Oh, they know. Okay, they know.
they have no Lesh buyback though. Oh, they're just committing. They don't go to the outpost. They're too scared. They show in the mid lane and then they smoke just for the speed.
Oh, they're not gonna quite get there in time. Scorch McDuck with the Manta bringing it down. Snapfire
Oh, he's
ulti
gonna help.
afterwards. They try and jump in, but he gets the Aegis away, and they take everything in the pit. Monkeys
Where's the
Forever
shard?
not able to get there. Still on the ground. They didn't even
The
manage
shard.
to pick it up.
Yes.
Oh my God. Monkeys Forever gets slowed down. They kill off the tide. Dude, and all of this again, starting from that fight down bottom. Huge wins for the cut.
This was a direct nerf to supports that you don't auto consume it.
Right.
You know, you don't have that. Oh, I just had to pick it up, guys.
That's a good point.
Ooh. Instead, you give it to the good heroes. Leshrac, oh, I let you weep. If he doesn't use that dispersion thing, that was gonna be rough.
This is really scary. They do pop out full though. And now I Annihilate tries to get away. Not gonna happen. Turns now onto Flea. Boris is still out there doing a good chunk of damage, and this is gonna bounce between the two of them. Passes over the cheese. Lil Nick's trying to get it into his inventory, but it's not gonna be there in time. Scourge McDuck going down. Will end up falling here, but it's only the Aegis. Round 2, ready to go in. Nick has cheese. Pop, avalanche toss. Turn on to Flea, tries to kill him. Scourge McDuck there for the cleanup afterwards. They bought back on Nyx. That is a dieback.
Oh, let's go Tingle King. Huge plays in that fight. He's getting that Agnums.
Yeah.
600 gold away. So, upsides for TOOBASED. They did take care of that Aegis. It's not a high ground push. It was a pretty costly fight for it, though. And all they got was 2 supports.
Yeah, that's true. I think that the interesting thing though is that like added net worth into Spectre now. That like the dispersion thing is kind of cool actually. Getting to just like throw an illusion onto the Snapfire or whatever an ulti.
Yeah, it's crazy. I wonder why. I think that's better than the Tiny. I guess it kind of is because Tiny's all about like the one shot anyway.
Right.
Like you're not looking for him to farm up. He doesn't have any attack speed items anyway, so what does it matter if he? Obviously the Shard's really good as carry, but Nick just trying to cut him off. But nice blink.
Jump in, find an Annihilate. He's in trouble. He's dead. Now looking for more. They find the stomp. Gonna reality into the jump, and Monkeys Forever goes down again. Dude, they are rolling. The cut really turning it up here.
Very aggressive haunts there.
Yeah.
You know, not worried about this like giant team fight or anything. They just want to create the imbalance where they're just constantly getting the pick off so that you're never set and stable again, and you can't actually mount a good defense. This is the way that you keep someone off balance and you go for like the finishing blows.
Right. Jump here. Oh, Scourge McDuck, gotta be careful. He's gonna get jumped on, but pops the Manta, runs away. Ravage comes out, tries to connect. Can they bring down Nick? He's in trouble. But has the stick charge and then the runaway with the BKB, blink back up in 2, needs to get out of there, but won't be able to. So a buyback from Monkeys Forever secures that fight win. And now, Simply TOOBASED gonna get ran at. They have a DD also.
Yeah, they can pop some buybacks here for sure. See it in the river. Oh, and they even have the bottle too. This will be the max efficiency. Boris. Okay, Boris is going huge brain. I don't know about this. That's too far out of my pay grade. He's actually bought the Shadow Blade. Oh my god.
That is
Boris is a king.
He needs it. All right, Scourge McDuck's there. Monkeys Forever. Gotta back out. Stun comes out. Dude, are they really trying to stick around with this? This DD bottled. Oh man.
I can't wait till someone pings her backpack.
Yeah.
My enemy Luna has Shadow Blade.
How cool is it? What I mean, it's just Silver Edge, right? Is there any other value you get out of this? I guess attack speed is like something that you get as a bonus, but
no, it's just the Silver Edge. And it's kind of crazy that she's doing it without buyback too.
Yeah.
Is under attack.
But here we are.
Item.
Man, Spectre is not a hero I think of as being that countered by, because it feels so unreliable that unless you combo it with the stun, like how are you going to get the kill? But at the same time, now if they actually get the big Ravage, he'll be thinking he's safe, right? Because, oh, I'm a Spectre, and suddenly just dies.
It's true.
Unfortunately, there's no MKB or anything, though. So...
yeah, and you can't really go the, like, Rapier route anymore either. So Boris is going to need some more items. And, you know, Lesh just feels like his damage is topped out at this point. He's been stuck at these couple of items for a little while now, below the Tiny even. We did see that Aghanims completed for Tingle King. And Roche 3 minutes before it's capable of respawning.
That could actually save him.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if they break. If
Still
the
got
Stampede
damage.
is there, they'll be fine.
Well, a lot of things going right now for the cut as they take over the outpost. Dire have their outpost, but maybe we'll see a little bit of a trade-off there, taking out the tier 2 tower top or something.
Man, I really want the Silver Edge to work. This poor item. It just feels so trash.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. It
How
really...
long does it even last now? 4 seconds. Jeez.
That's not long enough.
That's it, Ice Frog? 4 seconds?
It's scary. I think that some of these heroes just like...
Dire's top
you know,
tower is
it
under
destroyed some heroes for so long that it like it kept
attack.
getting
Dire's
nerfed
top
and stuff,
tower
and
has fallen.
I don't know. Maybe
I
passives
mean,
are
at
good
least I had
again.
a nice build-up for a while, too, on some heroes, like the Echo Saver. That was pretty hype.
Right.
Dire's top tower
All right. We'll
is
see
under
if he has the
attack.
biggest brain in the world.
It's coming. He's running at it. There it is, guys. My
Big
moment.
Smoke.
Monkeys, hit this Ravage. I'll break him. Right
I
at
mean-
the knees. Does Spectre have knees?
Sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
she's backing out. She's backing out. Damn. Well,
Not
that
for
is a
long.
miss smoke.
Because I'm going to break those knees with my Silver Edge. Nice.
I like it. God, this is one of those moments where you, like, if you're a player,
Please.
you just want to get a chance to show it off, but they're going to have to take this fight instead, and that means Honk coming in.
Look, he's got a passive. That counts for something, right?
That's true. Yeah, you know what? How dare I?
Yeah.
Stampede cooldown talent, too, with the Aghanim. 70 seconds.
Great. Yeah, what are these minus 20, minus 30 second level 20? You know, I'd like another one of those big Ice Frog sweeping removals, like when you got rid of all the GPMs and all that stuff. Get rid of these. The Roar cooldown, the Stampede cooldown. Like, aren't fights supposed to be more spread out in the late game?
Or, you know, like the respawn talents, you know? We got rid of those things, too.
No, just bring those back. Those were funny.
What are you talking about?
6 life Lena. You have Bloodstones. And just you're in the fight 5 times for some reason.
Oh, I forgot that they got
Lone
rid of
Druid.
the Bloodstone used to do that, too. God, that was so dumb. It was
Quality
the,
stuff.
The range Lone Druid. Forgot.
It was very forgettable.
Oh.
And remember, you'd have sniper versus sniper games. One team would have Lone Druid sniper, the other team would have sniper. Gotta play some old patches sometime. All right, are we ending this game? What do you guys? Oh no,
Draining
that's not how I
that mana.
expected it.
Draining that mana. Get him.
What a beautiful sidestep by Tingle King. Incredible reactions.
Going Basher next on spec. Towards Abyssal, I'd assume. Will be deadly, but we're waiting for that big Roche fight. See how long
One
the
of the-
respawn is.
Few heroes that actually likes Abyssal still. You
Yeah.
know, the jump didn't really do that much for Spectre. Of course, it was still good,
my
but
God.
you're not nearly as punished as everyone else.
Dude, it's another instant spawn.
All right, cool, good. Get on with it. You know, I've been seeing a lot of this Aghanims on Tide lately.
Really?
Seems to be a bit back here. I don't know how I feel about it. I guess because there's just so many Gush talents, that's kind of cool that you can have the Ags go with it because it reduces the cooldown.
Right.
Fortunately, he didn't take the 120 Gush damage.
Oh, that would have been nice. The armor itself is pretty freaking solid, though.
And I mean,
man.
the reduction's way too good versus Spec.
Dude, they're just gonna get this for free because of how quick the spawn is, and it's timed together with all of the other, like, you know, neutral items spawning. That is
what was
a tough
it?
one for Simply TOOBASED. Those Ags.
Oh man,
Who took it? Is it Spectre?
someone take it.
I like Spectres a lot. Oh, wait.
Tiny, we're tree volleying. What? Out of all the heroes, I definitely would not have guessed Tiny. I would have
Okay.
guessed Lion before Tiny.
Yeah.
All
Well-
right, tree volley's 12-second cooldown, 15, right? That was the nerf. Okay. I haven't seen this in a hot minute.
Now, they don't have all their neutral items on Radiant yet. And also, they have a flicker in base. So the cut going high ground without all their neutrals and without even the ones that they have on their people.
Well, there's also no enemies. So,
That's
you know,
fair.
Of course, they are hitting your bottom buildings. And it's just illusions, though. But Flea,
Oh,
he
man.
wants to set up for a kill. He's still lurking here.
This could be huge.
Okay, so he's going to go for the blink out stun, and they're going to try and kill someone with Boris.
And who is
Who
it?
is
It's
it?
Vol. They found him. Vol's there.
Vault! What are you...
Vol's dead. And they're taking this down. And now going in towards these towers. I mean, Scourgebeak's sitting there. Gets force sapped in, hits onto Annihilate, Cookie away. But they took the whole tier 3 tower. And the
Force
racks. All right, Scourge McDuck still living through this one. Manta's away. Yule Scepter lift off. Do they have the stomp combo? They will. Ravage comes out afterwards, connects onto all of them, bringing Scourge McDuck low, but the rock comes out afterwards. Fatal Bond
Toss out.
immediately tries to back away with Empyrean. They're able to escape. They take down Pingu, now looking for a few more. Boris keeps on hitting into him. He's really large on this Luna. Tree Volley comes out, does literally
Break him,
nothing.
Boris! Break
Nothing
him!
at all, and they do. They get him with the break. The Avalanche comes in, though. Nick tries to save a life from Scorch McDuck, gets pulled down. He gets killed. The cut. They're going to lose this fight. And they lost Rack Bottom. What in the Sam hell?
Spectre is a spirit, and their spirits are broken, Gabe.
Dude.
They've done it. What a setup. Those are some sweet plays.
Oh, man.
Oh, some good Dota. Some good Dota right here. Of course, everything's back to even. They get the early Roche. They go high ground. You were right, man.
Dude, you know what would have been great in that fight? A flicker.
A flicker.
Like it's in their inventory.
Well, they
Oh,
also
no.
tossed out Boris, and they couldn't kill him.
Yeah.
And he was suddenly just in the middle of their team, like, thank you. I'm
Radiant's
going to
middle
use my
tower
Satanic
is
now.
Jump in, stomp, gonna connect, try to do the Manta dodge. Doesn't work this time.
He's
but
really feeling himself.
This is a second set of racks. They're going for megas. Oh no, the cut. You were so far ahead. It was looking really good. It is falling apart a little bit and simply
but wait.
too base.
The tree volley.
Hey, ball back. Jumps in. Scourge McDuck turns around to Annihilate. Tries to kill off Flea at the same time. Stampede chasing forward.
no
for the
buyback.
punch. Annihilate does die.
All right, 84 seconds.
Empyrean gonna go down next. Couple good kills there. Am I crazy? Did Scorch McBuck buy back with like nothing left on him? I guess he felt like they had to be in that fight right then. They can't
I
get
did
mega.
not look at his timer.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh,
All right. Now what do you do? Just YOLO?
I guess. I don't know. They have Hump back up in a little bit here, so they can sort of have Spectre push out these waves and Tingle King.
They're
do
going
the
to try
same.
and catch Scourge. They're going to try and do the same play again, I think, with the Nyx and the Luna. Maybe not. They had the line drawn, but they're backing out. Maybe they don't feel like they have the time.
Yeah. Volchek and Roche, even though it's like still a ways away. I don't know, man. This
Maybe-
game has
maybe
gone
making
off the
sure we got all
rails.
the items. He's like,
Yeah.
no, there's no way we gave it to Tiny, right? That can't be
Yeah.
it.
Well, Flea again scouting. These late game scenarios are just so wild. It's really hard, obviously, to
Oh, true.
know.
Should
the
be thinking
plays.
vision-wise. That's all that matters, right?
Yeah.
They see the entirety of the cut here as they pick up the Spell Prism. Nice.
Good pick.
And there's our Abyssal. All right, what's Boris' status? 6,800 gold. Yeah, I think he is buyback. Okay, cool.
What's he getting?
Has a
though?
Moonshard too. My God, he's huge. He's got 939 XPM, by the way.
This dude is on one. He is absolutely enormous.
His current GPM is 921. Woo! Boris, baby.
I mean, the weird thing is he kind of needs a lot of these items. The leveler, God, are they gonna just try and like go all in the throne? They don't have a glyph.
I mean, they could literally just like smoke in and take the racks, I think.
Yeah, that too.
Right.
I'm not sure. I mean, with no glyph, it does make things a little bit sketch. Flea.
Alright.
Oh, gets hit. No, he misses
The
the stun.
Stormcrafter.
Weird fight. Tingle King jumps in. Afterwards, the golem on all of them with the Ravage interrupt. Can they keep them all alive?
The tree
Everybody
volley.
gets brought down low. Can they kill him? Boris down to low HP, but the Satanic for the heal. Annihilate gets demolished. Broken on Spectre, but not broken completely. Yes, they eventually take her down. The cheese did not come out. 2 minutes on the sideline. Look at the tree volley. He blew up Empyrean, but I don't think he's going to be able to take down Boris. They buy back on everybody else, and that is going to do it. A missed stun into a one fight into the game win. Simply too base.
Okay, that Stormcrafter proc to stop the blink is some comical stuff.
Wow.
It just sets them up so nicely. Like, it forced that fight, right? Like, it forced the guy to take a fight outside their base because their line was just going to die for free.
Jeez. That's wild.
That was so good, man.
Oh, and it shows that like even in the like late game scenarios, if you hit that huge golem, there's just a couple things that can go wrong here and there, and then it falls apart. Like because that golem in the fatal boss looked amazing, but just wasn't enough. Oh,
Yo, let's go, Boris. What a carry. All right. Yo, Luna. Like I tell you guys, Luna. She's got
Yeah.
sauce. Boris has sauce. He's buying Silver Edge. It actually looked good.
yeah,
He utilized the break mechanic, not dead. Wow.
dude.
That was awesome.
962 GPM. You weren't wrong. that's wild.
Just, more than combined teammates. No big deal. Well done enabling your Luna fellow teammates that came along and were dragged to victory.
There you go. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, maybe it's a little bit.
Come with
whatever-
me.
Exactly.
It's how my carry players like to hear it, you know.
Exactly. You got to pander to the audience that we got for sure. Well, that's gonna do it for game number 1. That's gotta hurt for the cut. I felt like there's so many moments there where it was like so close to them just being able to get it, and that defense down bottom was amazing. But in the end, it was not enough. For now, we're gonna head on back to the panel, see what they have to say. But first, do a quick break. See y'all afterwards.